Hey, it's Leo. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing Jim's Books, Reading, and Stuff original BookTube tag, the BookTube numbers tag. I was tagged in this by the fabulous Jennifer Loves Books, and I definitely recommend you go and check out both Jim and Jennifer's channels because they are both fantastic. Each week on my channel, I lift up a different nonprofit that's doing good in the world. I'll make a donation and I encourage you to check them out. Like, share, follow, donate as you are inspired. This week, I'm excited to lift up Clowns Without Borders. Clowns Without Borders began in 1993 when children in Barcelona raised funds to send a famous clown, Tortel Poltrona, to refugee camps in Croatia. The children in Barcelona got the idea from their refugee pen pals who said, quote, "We miss laughter." The first project unexpectedly attracted audiences of more than 4,000 children, proving to Poltrona that there is great need for clowns and entertainment in crisis situations. He founded Clowns Without Borders to offer humor as a means of psychological support for communities that have suffered trauma. Clowns Without Borders exists in 15 countries: Australia, Austria, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, Finland, France, Germany, Ireland, South Africa, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, the United Kingdom, and the United States. And together they form Clowns Without Borders International. All Clowns Without Borders chapters share the same vision: to create a world where all people can experience laughter, play, and feel hope, especially in humanitarian crises. Why clowns? There's a quote from a 12-year-old girl from Obadeh village in Palestine: "I am so happy. I don't remember being happy like this for a long time." Some of the things that they've done this year in March: they traveled to Kurdistan. Last year they went to Ecuador to address Venezuelan displacement. They've been to Chihuahua, Mexico, and also had programs on mine removal in Iraq, Lebanon, Somalia, and Vietnam. I'm on the mailing list for Clowns Without Borders because they've come through and I've gotten connected to them through the circus community here in Portland, Oregon. And so the latest email newsletter that I got addressed the question, when will Clowns Without Borders go to the Ukraine? Right now, they don't know the answer to that question, but Clowns Without Borders Spain is currently performing in Poland and Hungary. For the next few weeks, they'll be announcing programs to serve refugees from Venezuela, Syria, and the Sudan. So I definitely recommend that you check them out. Again, I'll make a donation and I'll put all the links in the description box below, and would love to know if there are any organizations that you are aware of that do similar work to heal through laughter. Okay, for Jim's really fun tag, I'm gonna tag several people because I just want to spread the BookTube tag love. And so these are all great channels. Some I just discovered and some are old favorites, and I recommend you check them out. And I hope that also, if I haven't tagged you and you'd like to do this video, please also consider yourself tagged. So I will tag Carrie Sweetapple, Fraser Simons, Lady Jane Books, Kelly at Books I'm Not Reading, Jessica at Lady Lovestead Books, Book In with Deborah, Novell Novels, and Toby's Book Corner. So thank you all for being a part of our fabulous BookTube community, and I hope you enjoy doing this tag. Question 1, when was your first BookTube video? Well, I am actually nearing my first year anniversary on BookTube, which is very exciting and I didn't think was gonna happen. My first BookTube video was actually posted shortly after midnight on April 1st, 2021, because I couldn't figure out how to get some of the technical stuff worked out to post it when I wanted to, which was on the Trans Day of Visibility, March 31st, 2021. I'm going to consider March 31st my BookTube birthday because I want my anniversary video to come out on Trans Day of Visibility because I'm here, I'm trans. So there you go. Question number 2, how many books are you currently reading? I am reading 4 at the moment. The first is Daryl by Jackie S. I'm buddy reading that with Bob the Bookerer, although he has finished it before I have. The second book I'm reading is for March of the Mammoths, and that is The Love Song of W.E.B. Du Bois by Honoré Fanonne Jeffers. The third book I'm currently reading is Red Lip Theology for Church Girls Who've Considered Tithing to the Beauty Supply Store When Sunday Morning Isn't Enough by Candace Marie Benbow. And the fourth book that I'm reading, slowly working my way through, I started just after the start of the year, although it is amazing, is I Must Resist, Bayard Rustin's Life in Letters. Okay, question number 3. What are the top 3 books that you read last year? So, number 1, wait, are you supposed to do it in that order or like lead up to the best one? All right, we'll do that. So tied for 3rd place, I have 2 books. The first is The Widows of Malabar Hill by Sujata Massey. That is a wonderful murder mystery. Tied for that is Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston, a middle grade fantasy. Okay, 2nd place is Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas, and first place for the best book that I read, I just mentioned in my last video, which was A Master of Djinn by P. Djeli Clark. So have you read any of those four? I recommend all of them, even though I like put them in a little bit of an order like that. They're all 5-star fabulous reads. Question number 4, how many books did you read last year? And I was very excited to have read 102 books last year. I am a newbie to diving in this deeply on my reading list. Previous life and jobs and stuff have kept me from spending this much time reading, and it's been really fun. I didn't know that I could make that number, and I did. So hooray. Question number 5, how many books have you rated 5 stars this year? So I've rated 7, although there's a little bit of scandal on my channel. Not really. I rated one book 4.5 stars and 5 stars in 2 consecutive videos. So maybe I have 8 5-star reads for 2022 so far. Either way, I'm feeling very good about my reading so far. There have been a few that have, especially March. Stay tuned for the March wrap up. There's been a few disappointments for me there. But overall, 2022 has been a good year of reading for me. I hadn't been putting my ratings in Storygraph or Goodreads. I had abandoned my Goodreads, but then I thought, well, I should, I know it's good to have authors have their books reviewed in Goodreads as well. So I updated Storygraph and Goodreads tonight so that I could see how many books I had rated 5 stars for the previous question. And I had forgotten, I'd seen that there were complaints about this, but I'd forgotten that with Goodreads, you can't rate at a 1/2 star rating. And I found that really annoying. So what I did is, if it was 4.5 stars on Storygraph, I made it 4 stars on Goodreads. So I don't know, what do you folks do about that? Do you just round up to 5? Do you leave it at 4 and you're good with that? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts. Okay, question 6. Do you have a reading target for this year, and are you on track? And I do. And I am. So my reading target is to read at least 100 books. I'm kind of tempted to make it 150 books, but maybe that'll be my stretch goal. And I definitely want to read more diversely. I haven't been keeping an explicit spreadsheet because I'm really crappy about tracking things, but I've definitely been making intentional choices to read more diversely, especially after I looked at last year and realized I'd read a lot more straight white men than I realized. But so far so good. It's going well, and I'm really grateful for the books that I've been reading and that intentionality. Question 7, how many pages long is the book you are reading now? So I've got a variety. As I mentioned before, I'm reading 4 books. And so Red Lip Theology is 224 pages. I Must Resist, Bayard Rustin's Life and Letters is up to 516 pages. Deo by Jackie S. is a pretty short 192 pages. And then for the large book, it's The Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois at 816 pages. That one I am listening to on audio and enjoying it so far, but I'm not very far into it because I keep getting distracted by other projects. All right, next question. How long are your videos? So I think a lot of my videos tend to be about 13 to 15 minutes. This one will be shorter probably because I'm not diving in to describe the books. I did look it up, and my shortest BookTube book video was 3 minutes and 21 seconds, and my longest was 36 minutes and 16 seconds. I haven't yet tried a short yet. I have a couple of shorts from pre-BookTube days, a couple of me trying to record my voice when I was early transitioning, and some little trapeze clips from 2016, but I haven't yet tried a BookTube short, but I'm contemplating it. So I don't know, are there BookTube short ideas that you have enjoyed or that you'd like to see me try, I guess? I do think that's a really interesting question too, because I feel like you can see that different people really do have different rhythms about the length of their videos, and oftentimes can be pretty consistent. And it is curious to me how people come up with both the length and the style. Are they editing to keep it short and brisk, or do they let it run for a certain length of time unedited? I think for me, because I do prefer to edit it tighter, I like to keep them shorter, but I don't know. Do you have a preference? These are really great questions, Jim. I'm I'm loving that you're getting us to think through these things. The last question is, do you have a favorite number? And mine is 15, so maybe that means I should make my booktube videos 15 minutes long. That would be really fun. Oh, I lied. That's not the last question. The last question is, do you have a book on your shelves with a number in the title or on the cover? Now, I didn't look at all of my books. I did a quick perusal, but I found two. And the first is Child 44, which I read after being inspired by Olivia Catastrophe's vlog, where she read a book recommended by her best friend, which is this one. And I'll put a card for that and link it down below. And then the other one is Agatha Christie's 450 from Paddington, which I really enjoyed. And I did my own vlog about where I also went to the British car show here in Portland, Oregon. So anyway, those are my two. I'm curious though if I have any others, so I might have to scour my shelves for other books that I may have with numbers in the title. Well, that's all the questions. Just a short, quick video for you. I hope you are all doing well and hanging in there. The news is really heavy, and I know a lot of people are suffering out there, and my heart goes out to all of you. I hope we can find a way to come together to support one another and build community, find ways to both laugh together and cry together and shake our fist in defiance together. And I'm praying for peace soon. And with that, I will wrap up and wish you a wonderful week. And until next time, happy reading.